We are very excited about episode 51 as we welcome Scott, Kyle, and Joe with Old Fashioned Golf. They're a Wisconsin-inspired golf apparel company that offers polos, hats, and towels. We're calling this the Border Battle episode as we are next door neighbors. Fellas, thank you so much for taking the time and hopping on the podcast.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us. Go easy on us after the game on Sunday, all right?
Not a chance.
I was going to say we have a lot to cover. Golf, food, and then of course the big Vikings win. We'll talk about that. But
we can skip that one.
Yeah. We might not have time for that.
There we go.
We'll make time.
So let's get right into it. What is Old Fashioned Golf, and when did you guys start the company?
Yeah, I'll answer if that's okay with you guys. So we started in July of 2020, so kind of early pandemic times. Joe, Scott, correct me if I do any revisionist history on any of this, but I think we were at Thornberry Creek, a course up here in Green Bay, where we're from. We were sitting at the bar, and I think someone walked in with like a Wisconsin logo on their hat. And we started the shape of Wisconsin. And we started to talk about, Wisconsin's obsessed with golf, much like Minnesota. And Wisconsin's also obsessed with Wisconsin. Like, we love anything that's green and gold, has a Wisconsin, has a cheese on it, something like that. And we started to talk, why isn't there more of a crossover there? If we love golf so much and love all these Wisconsin images so much, there should be some better, more unique Wisconsin golf gear. That's kind of what started it. From there, none of the three of us have any idea what we're doing, no apparel background. It was kind of a pipe dream, but we started to Google it, got some samples. Took us 10 months to actually sell our first product after we went through all the design ideas, and then we were off and running.
Very cool. Are you guys mainly, did you start selling it like through Instagram, online, or did you guys go into like pro shops?
We actually started with a friends and family sale. It was our initial thing. We, kind of a reduced price just to get feelers out there on sizing, feel the designs, everything about it. And the response from that was amazing. So we just kind of went from there.
So I will say the sizing is great. Like, I didn't wear mine today, but Derek's got his on. The sizing is really, really good. That's not something I can say about a lot of brands because a lot of them are all over the place.
And the feel, itself
the
too,
actual like shirts are really nice.
And I think those are the things that took us so long. We got our first sample and we kind of thought it was close. And then we spent 10 months with, I'll take a centimeter off here, a quarter centimeter here, change this fabric, do this, the perfecting it of that first sample we got that was pretty close to something that we were actually comfortable selling. That's what took us the 10 months, I would say. So glad to hear you say that. Even from some Minnesota guys, you're saying nice things. So it's got to be
What's
true.
nice is it's like I have the Mighty Ducks ones. Mine's just stripes, right? Because like who doesn't love the Mighty Ducks?
Love the Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks.
Okay.
Fun fact, the scoreboard of the Mighty Ducks is in Eveleth. It's in the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's in Minnesota.
He's dropping facts for us.
I've seen it twice.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Like my favorite part is like you can stretch it and like the logo or like the print doesn't really like fade. Like you can still see it. It's still nice.
Oh yeah.
A lot of times it's like cheap and and it gets kind of blurred.
Yeah. That's the same thing with you. We've had a bunch of people, and us included, the three of us, this is all we wear and wash it all the time and it never fades, nothing. I mean, that's the sublimation printing that's going on there, just the high quality fabric, the high quality print. That's not going anywhere, no matter how much you wear it and wash it. So that's great too.
And they clean up nice. Honestly, I spilled ketchup on the middle of mine and it sat for like a week and I washed it up and it came right out. So that was
notoriously sloppy eater, Scott. They work out good for him. So that's good.
Well, that's good to know because Derek likes to get a hot dog at the turn.
Yeah, don't have to worry. Don't have to worry about any stains or anything like that.
That's why I didn't get a white one. It's like I'll wreck it. So
planning ahead. That's good.
Yeah.
What's your guys' golf background? Did you guys grow up together, or what's your guys' story between the three of you?
Joe, why don't you take that one?
Yeah. We grew up childhood buddies. From a golf perspective, I think we started hacking it when we were 15, 16, nothing serious. And really that's kind of evolved to now. We still hack it a bunch and try our best to play bogey golf, but it's just kind of evolved from there to developing into a golf company. So there's not really, none of us are scratch golfers. We like to come compare ourselves to your average golfer? Kind of that was somewhat of the premise of starting this company as well, is how can we adhere to those that aren't scratch golfers? You know what I mean?
Gotcha. And as far as like you kind of just mentioned, but like as far as your target audience, are you pushing this material or these polos, hats, and towels mainly online, via social media, Instagram? Is that something that you want to get into, like pro shops, or even try to reach out to maybe some more of the bigger Wisconsin podcasts and famous people, maybe Aaron Rodgers or whoever it might be?
It'd be cool to like see you guys at like a golf show, so then people could like actually touch it and feel it.
Oh, yeah. We tried. I think when we started, we thought we'd be mostly online. That was our idea going in. And then Thornberry Creek, again, that course that we actually started at, we went to an outing there. They reached out to us, asked if they could put them in their shop, and they sold like crazy. And I think from there, our mindset has kind of changed, that getting in golf shops is like the best marketing you can do, exactly to what you two just said, that people actually seeing them and feeling them in person compared to online, that's kind of the biggest selling point. So we've done a lot of that. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Our marketing budget is extremely limited. It's been pretty much word of mouth, and just one person buys it, they talk to other people, and it goes from there. So they've marketed themselves to a certain extent.
It means you're doing something right?
Yeah.
Like you're not having to spend a lot of money on marketing dollars because your product actually is selling, people like it, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm kind of curious, who comes up with the designs? Is it like do you guys all three come up with the design, or is there one specific person that kind of is the creative mind there that creates them?
Those two come up with the designs. If I don't like it, then it's a good design.
That's extremely true. I think every design Joe has not liked has been our best sellers. So he's kind of the anti-cooler, or whatever you call it.
I am to the designs as what Kyle is to the going to Packer games.
Yes. Good reminder. Every game I go to, we lose. Yes.
What are your best sellers? Like, do you know off the top of your head, like design wise?
I think all time, it's probably the red Polka State, we call it. Just the kind of red polo with the white Wisconsins on it. I'd say all time, that's the best. This year, it's been this one I'm wearing, which people can't see, but we call it the I-43. It's a bunch of the elements from the Wisconsin license plate. We kind of mixed up into a polo, and this thing's been crazy. We just released a hat.
Your idea?
Yeah, I think I've seen the hat too on your website.
There you go. See, yep. Yeah. We've got the hat. We just launched too, and that went like crazy the last couple of weeks. I don't know. Am I right? You guys would know as good as I do. I think that's our best seller this year.
I would say so. Yeah. The freshwater's been big for us too. It's little Great Lakes all over it. That's
the one Derek's wearing.
Yeah, perfect Midwest polo for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't want to match them, and because it's like there's a lot of things where we'll get, and it's the same for both of us. And I was like, I don't want to match Derek, and then we're running around with lakes all over us.
We'll do that a lot. We'll go places, and the three of us are wearing the same thing, so we're used to it at this point.
Yeah, how that goes. I was going to ask you, as far as the Wisconsin style polos, is this something you're trying to branch out different designs, or how often are you putting out designs?
I don't know. How often have we put out new designs? It's every couple months.
A few times a year.
Yeah, we haven't had a hard and fast rule on that. I think we've got about 1,000 in the pipeline. Like we're constantly throwing out ideas, and then we'll get samples amongst us and kind of try it, wear it around, see what kind of feedback we get from people. So we got a ton of ideas. Total designs on the website right now, we've probably got 8 to 10.
Yeah,
I'd say something like that. And then we'll see where it goes from here.
Most of them are available, so if anyone wants to hop on, we'll plug the website too as well for you guys. So help you out. But I wanted to kind of switch it up a little bit. There was a question I seen on the Breakfast Balls podcast, and I thought it was kind of a good question. But if you guys can each answer this, but if one of your buddies is out on the golf course and hits a hole-in-one with one of your clubs, are you giving them that club because they hit a hole-in-one?
No, I'm cheap.
Oh,
That's an honest answer.
It's not a bad answer. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a tough one. You don't really think about it, but I kind of like the question because everyone had a little bit of a different answer. So
I said the same thing. I was like, first of all, no, I paid for the club, right? You can have the ball. Maybe we can steal the flag or something.
There you go.
There, yeah.
I'm like, no, you're not taking my club.
I don't know. I feel like that's such a once in a lifetime. You almost have to. Plus, not to mention, you put it back in your bag. That there's bad juju with that club then moving forward.
That's true. I think my clubs are from 2004, so they can probably have my club if they.
You could just say what Scott said. You're just too cheap.
I'm too cheap as well. That's true. But
I believe I
once clubs.
I believe I once heard Kyle utter the phrase, "My driver was popular during the Clinton administration."
I do hit that sumo driver that everyone makes fun of online. But these guys won't say it, but I smashed that thing. So I don't know what they're talking about.
If it works, man, don't stop using it. Yeah.
And like in my defense, I have, current year irons. I've got a current year driver. My wedges are current year. So like, no.
Right. They're brand new.
Give that away.
But if you have something 2004, it's just a new way for you to upgrade your clubs.
It might be a blessing. Yeah.
Exactly. But so now if it's a driver on a par 4, does that change your thoughts, Scott? Are you still keeping that driver in your bag? Because that's pretty tough.
I actually got my driver from Joe for a round of golf. Yeah, he got a new one and gave me that for a round of golf. So maybe I would.
You can give it back to Joe if he hits it.
There you go. I'd give it back to Joe.
If there's anyone that hit it, just make sure it's Joe. I can just give it back to him.
If you've seen Joe golf, there ain't no way he's hitting hole-in-one on a par 4. Believe me.
I'm with you, Joe.
Dang, they're
If anybody is, come on.
It's better to be lucky than good, right? Isn't that the saying?
Yeah. True. That and cheat to win. Those are the two mottos.
That's true. That's right.
Always manage to find your ball out of bounds.
Yeah, you gotta make sure your pencil has an eraser.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have golfed with Joe, it sounds like. Unbelievable.
Joe's my kind of guy.
Yeah, we had a border battle over the weekend. Yeah, we were playing.
That's right.
So another question for you guys. If you could tee it up with any Wisconsin athlete, now this could be somebody who was born in Wisconsin or a current player on any sports team in Wisconsin, who would you want to tee it up with and what course in Wisconsin? Any course in Wisconsin, public or private? I'm really throwing some at you.
I think I'm gonna give a controversial answer given the news today. I'm gonna act like I didn't read the news today.
I know where we're going.
And I'm gonna say Brett Favre. And if you're with Favre, you got to have kind of a course you can have some fun at. We're not going to a classy course. I'm going to our hometown course, Manitowoc, Wisconsin, Meadow Links with Brett Favre. You have never heard of that? This is the course we played at when we were young.
Isn't that where Charlie Barons is from? Manitowoc?
Well, Manitowoc Minute is his thing, but I think he's from Milwaukee.
Okay.
Just stealing our
answer. That answer though. I like the Brett Favre take because he would have a lot of fun and a lot of stories.
He's my favorite Wisconsin, Charlie Barons. I don't care.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good too. That's my answer.
I love it.
God, that's a tough question.
See, I don't know if you guys are, like I said, Bucks fans or Brewer, you know what I mean? So there's a decent amount of athletes out there. And we actually were talking, Dom, you can give who you'd want.
So
this was my thought.
I guess we're lucky enough to where it's like, we'll probably tee it up with Melvin Gordon in the future.
That'd be sweet.
No, like we probably will.
Vibes golf.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like we'll probably do that in the future. My answer, if we're going like born in Wisconsin, the Watt brothers, JJ Watt.
Not TJ after yesterday. But, yeah.
No, well, he's not having surgery.
Yeah,
he's not. Nice.
Not having surgery. He's out for like 6 weeks, I think they said.
I would go JJ Watt just because that dude's probably a riot, and I've heard he's like the nicest guy.
That's what we all hear too. Yeah.
Yeah. If we're doing just like a Wisconsin, like he plays for a Wisconsin team, I would love to do it with like Rowdy Tellez or like Christian Yelich from the Brewers. Yeah. Like I think Rowdy just seems like he's a blast, and like who doesn't want to smack some balls with Yelich?
Yeah, Rowdy's probably 340 off the tee.
That's true.
Well, I feel like Rowdy. Yeah, I feel like Rowdy's that guy who he walks up to the first tee box. He's got the beers like duct taped to his hands and slams them and then goes
40 hands or up the bat.
That's what you want. That's Wisconsin golf right there.
Yeah,
exactly. Can't drink all day if you don't start in the
I
morning.
know who I would go with, and God rest his soul. It's been 20 some years, but it'd have to be a par 3 course, probably Seven Lakes, another obscure golf course with Chris Farley.
Oh,
It'd have to be
nice
it'd have to be a
answer.
par 3 because
Man,
the
you're
guy would
thinking
probably
deep
drink
on
2
that
beers a
one.
hole, and I'd be.
That's good. And college wrestler, Marquette. So that counts. He's an athlete.
Yeah, he's raised more.
Yeah, that counts.
I love it. That's I
A
like
professional
that. Way to
athlete.
brainstorm.
I guess that leaves me. I would actually probably go with John Anderson from ESPN.
Good answer.
He seems
I
like
didn't
an
know that.
amazing guy. Yeah, he actually went to Green Bay Southwest High School, like
Oh,
5 minutes
cool.
from my house right now. So,
Really?
but yeah, he just seems like an awesome guy. He loves Wisconsin. Yeah, I think that would be my pick.
Of course.
Derek, your last.
Oh,
You haven't gone yet.
Oh yeah, what
course.
course?
Maybe Century World. I
Go.
did 9 there in college.
Which
and I'd
mini
love to go
golf
back.
course is that, and where is it?
Century World is
What color ball will you be?
Just kidding.
Yeah,
Well
yeah.
It
done.
does sound like a mini golf course, though. It does definitely.
Forget you guys don't know the famous Wisconsin courses. So
Oh,
we need to
yeah.
give you some
Yeah.
more details. That's right.
So I will say, like, as far as Wisconsin golf courses that like kind of an art would be like Troy Burn. I love that course. Play that.
Yeah,
So
close
like
to you
more
guys.
on the eastern side of Wisconsin. So I haven't
You
got to.
never. You didn't answer the question.
I know I'm trying to think, but I really like that Chris Farley, and
I was gonna
like
say
Brett
that.
Favre too. Gosh,
Wow,
I'm trying to think.
You're not very good at these.
No, I'm really not because these questions were designed for our guests, not for
Yeah,
me. This is
right
I came
back
up
at
with a
you.
question, and I didn't even come up with an answer.
You can answer a
gonna go
Minnesota person if you want to. We'll allow
Yeah.
it. We won't enjoy it, but we'll allow
Well,
it.
Gordon
okay, we've
Bombay.
answered. We could do Minnesota ones.
Yeah, we could certainly do that. But I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna piggyback off him. I'm gonna go with Brett Favre. I think Brett Favre would be an absolute blast. Minus his
There we
news
go.
from today.
Yeah, we'll just act like that didn't happen.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Because if we're doing Minnesota ones, we've talked about it. Because I would pick KG,
Kevin Garnett.
and I would want KG to like yell at me.
I was gonna say I don't think you can handle that intensity.
Yeah.
Oh, I would like to
That-
just like experience that just for like just like an hour.
It'd be like the third hole, and he would probably.
I'd be like,
Leave
I'd
crying.
cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, bring in somebody nicer.
If you're going to Minnesota, guys, you have to golf with Prince, right? I mean, the Dave
Ooh.
Chappelle stuff. I feel like Prince golfs a 19 on 18 holes, something like that.
Oh, that's Kim Jong Un.
Oh, that's right.
That's Kim
right.
Jong Un. Yeah, he holds the record for the most
That's
hole
right.
ones.
I mean,
Him versus
I
Prince.
feel like Prince is like the easy answer, especially since
Sure.
like I went to Paisley Park a few months ago, and like that was just like an overwhelming experience.
That would be pretty cool.
But like getting yelled at by Kevin Garnett's on my bucket list.
That
Like
does
I
sound
just
nice.
wanted to like
Just like do a cameo
he's just
for
like,
your birthday.
dude, that'd be sick.
So
Now
what
we got
are
good ideas.
what are the what are like the top courses out like in the Green Bay area for you guys as far as like public courses?
You two jump in if you want. The one we play the
It's
most
the-
is Thornberry Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, what do you got?
Thornberry's good. Oneida, Brown County. What am I missing? You know, I really like Royal. I always get them mixed up.
Royal St.
Royal St.
Pat's.
Pat.
Patrick.
It's
Yeah.
it's a links course, and it's very underrated. And from a price perspective, they compete pretty nicely because they get people coming up from Chicago specifically to golf that course. I haven't golfed it often, but it's a super nice. They keep it in pristine condition. Yeah, I love
I'm a
that.
big links fan too myself. I love links golf courses. That's kind of my style. So
I think around here it's
Golf them
probably
well, but I love them.
yeah, it's probably the same for you guys where there's like 30 nice courses in driving distance from us, which just doesn't make sense considering you can
Sure.
golf 5 months a year, which, you know, again, back to how we ended
If you're
up starting.
lucky.
Well,
yeah.
yeah,
If,
right.
If you're lucky. Yeah.
It's kind of just back to why we started this, that people just love golf around here, despite the short season, just so many nice courses in driving distance.
And I think that might be one of the reasons why I think most of us love it so much that we have that itch when winter comes rolling around. We're like, all right,
Yeah.
we're ready to get on the golf course and let's go play. So
Don't have much
and
time.
the cool thing too is now with all the different simulator places, and I think you were at Top Golf the other night, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. In
Yeah.
Minneapolis for the game.
Yeah, you should have hit me up.
I was
before we
incredibly drunk
lost.
the last time I was
Yeah.
there.
That seems to be the theme there. But don't worry, there's those little thin nets in the front in case you fall off. I'm like,
I was there for a bachelor party.
Oh,
and
great.
We pre-gamed.
Perfect combination.
Yeah. I left work. We pre-gamed. We drank there. I swiped my card.
Careful.
And then we went. Yeah. Well, I was the best man.
You got kicked out before you swung a golf club.
And then we went back to the house and drank some more. And then I had to go to work the next day.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's not my thing. Do you guys have a Top Golf out there or anything like that out in Green Bay area?
No.
Nothing.
No, a lot of simulators. And it seems like a lot of standalone simulator places, and then every course has simulators now in the winter.
Oh yeah. Tons of them, but yeah.
Aaron Rodgers I was gonna say, I guess Aaron Rodgers doesn't probably live there during the off season, but I think like he's got some pull. You'd think of like he's a big golf guy.
If he snapped his fingers, they'd probably have one.
That's what I was thinking.
True.
I'm surprised you guys don't have one.
I'll make a
I will
call.
say, like going back to like us talking about golf, where like we only played for like 3, 4, 5 months. I love all the friends we have out in like California and Florida and all of it, like Arizona. I don't envy them at all.
Because it's so hot out there?
No. It's just like I don't feel like they appreciate it like us the Westerners do. You know, like talking to you guys, it's like seasonally, I think we're the most similar to anybody we've had on.
Oh yeah.
You know, like the Pinehurst guys live in Ohio, and they're always like, yeah, it's not that bad, but like you still can't play year round. It's like there's legitimately like 30 below days, and you're just like
depressing.
I like being cold, but like
they can't understand that.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh yeah, it's like 75 and it's cold out. And I was like, dude, it's like 45 below without a wind chill.
75 is as good as we're getting.
Yeah. Like there's an element of like we get so excited and then we just go and go and go, and then we have to stop. That's not something a lot of places have to deal with. And I feel like that's what makes the Midwest such a fun place for golf.
It's a good point. Do you guys play any trips at all? Like in the winter? Sorry, I didn't mean to
let him finish.
Oh, no, that's fine. I was going to say it could just be that we have 7 months to sit around and think about how good we think we are at golf. And then
we watch a lot and then we're like, oh my God, I'm just going to crush it. And then you go off and you're quickly reminded.
Joe's like Tiger Woods. He revamps his swing every offseason.
Dude, who is the back-to-back OFG champ? Come on now.
Okay, good point. We do have the OFG Cup that Joe has won twice in a row, so I should stop talking. That's
the reigning champ.
And actually, that means we haven't done the math, but what does that mean for I'm actually majority shareholder as a result.
Yep. We play for a third of ownership every year in the OFG Founders Cup.
So Joe is majority owner.
He's like 34 and 0.666 owner.
Yeah.
Check the scorecards.
So explain this tournament that you guys have. What is this all about?
Just I don't know. I think just last year it started, but
we did it didn't we start it on we launched in May.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Wasn't that when we did it? We're just like, oh, it's an OFG Cup. And now every year on our launch day, well, at least 2 years in a row now, it's been kind of our OFG Cup, where it's just our Founders Cup, if you will. We just go shoot around at Thornberry where it all started. Next year, I'll be 35 and some % owner at this rate. So
the confidence.
Good reason to take a Friday off work. So that's the start of the year for us.
There you go. Do you guys have a trophy and everything?
Oh, we had some ideas this year.
Yeah, it's in the works.
Okay. All right. Expect to see one next year.
We'll spend those 7 months we can't golf thinking about it. So I think that'll
there
be
you go.
Yeah.
The worst part about living in the Midwest and playing golf is like, we think we're going to crush when we come back. That first swing back is the most demoralizing thing anybody can ever imagine.
See, kind of the opposite, because you can't have a high expectation, right?
It's a good point.
I'm to it without any preconceived swing. You know, what does Ox say? The 747. You don't have that mentality.
All those swing thoughts.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I don't have thoughts when I play golf. We talked about this.
He just grabs the club and goes.
We had a whole episode about this. Yeah. I don't have a thought process.
So we're gonna transition over to some food. What is your guys' go-to snack on the golf course?
Oh,
it's great.
Does it have to have calories?
Probably just the
It
stuff
doesn't
that
have
comes
to. You
with
can
my
have
Bloody
whatever you want.
Mary.
What kind of snack doesn't have
That's
calories?
my next question.
Are you serious?
I think he means
Wintergreen pouches, double dip on the chips. That's all. That's the best golf snack there is.
Oh.
Joe, your
So
wife is going to listen to this. Be
Ah, she
careful.
already knows.
Say the old
Careful.
Drizzly, the old Chosky.
Yeah, there you
I used to be in that boat, no longer, but yeah, that was definitely probably the best breakfast, that's for sure.
I think what my answer would be, I don't think hot dog's too easy.
What?
That's not what you want on the course.
So if you could smuggle in a snack, what would it be?
There you go.
Oh, now you're talking. I think I'm just going a huge bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. That's the answer. That's what I'm going with.
Scott
All
seems
over
like
the
he's got something
fingers,
brewing
mess
up
up my
over there.
swing.
No, I'm thinking about just a big sandwich. Just making a giant sandwich and bringing it. That's where my mind's at right now.
That's perfect. It's going to be
You said
cleaner
that.
than Cool Ranch Doritos. Yeah.
When you said that picture of the Happy Gilmore Subway commercial, that's a hole in one.
Talk about a hole, in one. Yep.
See, my go-to, I like the peanut M&Ms. It's my
Oh,
go-to.
good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
peanut M&Ms were to me what Grizz is to Joe at one point in my life.
Okay.
Your
Yeah, so
breakfast?
you know how
Your breakfast? Yeah.
So you were eating them every hole?
Yeah.
It's got one of those big jugs that takes up majority of his
Oh, perfect.
golf bag.
Yeah,
That's
instead
good.
of having like a person next to him in the cart, it's this big bag of M&Ms.
He's the random single with the snacks. He's the
These
best
people would
part.
want to golf with him, then. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we talked about it last time on the last episode or a couple episodes ago, but we're trying to get tacos at the turn. We had him on the podcast.
I heard that. It was good.
What are you guys' thoughts on the hot dog situation? Like you said, is like so popular and it's the easy choice, but you got these polos and you don't have to worry about stains and tacos can be messy. I mean, what's your thoughts?
I don't think I've ever seen that in Wisconsin. It sounds freaking amazing, but I've never seen that. Have you guys?
I have
Tacos at
not.
the turn? No.
I want it.
I mean, it has to be.
That's what I'm
Wonderful.
saying. I feel like
Kinda like
everyone
a
wants it.
buffet.
It's like a hidden thing that nobody talks about.
Oh, God,
The
yeah.
one place is Sand Valley Resort that just opened up.
Oh, there you go.
Years ago.
Yeah.
They do have, from what I've heard, I haven't been there, but from what I've been told is
They
that
have,
they
like,
have
dollar tacos.
and they're apparently
I have
legit.
heard
It's like a
that.
taco truck. Yeah. So it's like we need to change this up and make the tacos the hot dog of, you know what I mean, at the turn.
That's true.
Yeah,
We need to make-
whenever the petition needs to be signed, let me know.
We'll sign it. We'll make them a custom polo with
I was just
taco
gonna
as
say,
its
Kyle's
kind
gonna
of turn symbol.
Put a taco design together after we get off this.
You guys
Love it.
asked before of how do we come up with design ideas? It really is weird moments like that where people are. When I was in Minnesota this weekend, people kept talking about loons. I haven't even told these two this. Oh, loons! Apparently, you guys love loons. in
Yeah, you
Minnesota.
spelled it wrong too.
Okay,
See,
this
I
might be
don't-
really weird, but check this out. It's not
See?
done yet, but there it is.
He's got a freaking loon on there.
Oh, you do?
I told you.
So the
Everyone's like,
loon is, I mean, it's our state bird.
It is, yeah.
Our MLS, our MLS team,
All
or
right, what?
or the soccer team are the loons.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you spelled it wrong. I was like a little offended.
I'm from Wisconsin. We don't spell. Okay, we don't know how to do that.
Step
He doesn't even spell
How did
his
you-
name right in group
How
chat.
do you
he-
spell loon? It's Loon,
so-
right?
Yeah, no, he DMs me and he goes, "Yeah, loons, LUNES." And I was like,
Oh,
what?
God.
Luns.
All right, I'm gonna go
Like-
edit it. See if I can correct it. But I mean that's how ideas come up. Kind of people kept mentioning it. I wrote it down. You know, I'll come up and we'll do a design like that. It was, I think the I-43 the same way. So how do you come up with designs? I don't know. It's these weird moments. I mean, Joe was wearing the Whisk camo, we call it. It's just kind of a camouflage pattern that's all Wisconsin. I don't know where you came up with that, Joe. But one day
I was pushing
Something
you
or
guys on that for a
something.
while, and you guys kept kicking the can, and now it's one of our best sellers. Thank you very
that's
much.
true. That's true. But yeah, they
Yeah,
come
like-
from all over the place.
It's the one design he did a good job on.
That's
The
right.
only design, and it's
There you
done in Microsoft or 3D Paint.
Don't tell people our secret. Yeah,
We'll edit this part out now.
that's good.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
All right, let's just jump right to it. I want to do some rapid fire questions since we're already kind of talked about a little bit of the food stuff, and then we'll of course save some time for the Packers Vikings talk and see where the Packers future is and where we think the Vikings future
I
is.
think
best
I'm losing
part is-
connection. I might be losing connection.
Oh.
We'll see. Yeah, I might.
The
might
best
we'll
part
see.
is I know a couple of guys who do a Vikings podcast.
Yeah,
By a couple, I only know one of them, but
I don't.
they're like the entire game is just like
Back
bam,
and
bam,
forth.
bam, 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 and I was like, oh, it's fun.
I love the beauty of the Vikings Packers though. Like I said it's good fun, that's for sure. I mean, you
It
guys
is. That's true.
have had our number for quite some time.
And for
but
some reason, they think the Vikings are the big rival for the Packers. And you're like, no, it's
the Bears normally.
it's the Bears.
Yeah.
But the Bears have been terrible. Packers and
But-
Vikings are 5-5 in the last 10. Someone told me.
Yeah, so we've been pretty
really?
even. So that's,
Actually, it's 5-4-1.
is it?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did touch
Oh,
on
yeah,
that.
I was at that.
I was
tie
at the
game.
one. I was
I
with
was
you,
at the
Scott.
tie game. Yeah.
Scott
Yeah.
Tolzien in the end
Scott
zone.
Tolzien, yes.
Yeah.
So you don't have all losses. You do have a tie.
You have a tie?
There you go. We have a winning record.
All right. So I'm going to start with you, Scott. We're going to go with you first. We're going to do some rapid fire questions. We got 430 questions, so it'll take
Oh,
just a
right.
couple. No, I'm just kidding. We just got a few questions here that we're going to fire off. And then you can ask on the next one. You can just follow if you want. But we're going to have Scott, pants or shorts on the golf course?
Shorts.
Hat, bucket hat, or no hat?
I used to be a no hat guy until we made OFG hats with the logo, kind of like Joe is wearing, and it's my favorite hat, and I wear it everywhere now.
Awesome. What driver is in your bag? I think you
Chef's
already.
kiss.
It is a TaylorMade burner.
Wow.
What is your favorite taco place?
Oh boy, El Serape.
What?
It's a
Okay, hold on. Before you guys
Joe's
freak
not
out,
really.
does
I
Green
thought
Bay
he was
throw
going Taco
down
Bell.
That's what I
tacos?
thought.
Does
My
Green Bay have
go-to-
some legit taco places?
I guess. I mean, now are we talking just Mexican food or just tacos?
Tacos.
Just straight tacos. Okay, then I'm gonna have to go Taco Bell because I've never actually gotten tacos at El Serape, but I'll go with Taco Bell.
Oh, so you were just basing it
Blame
off
the
of like
palate.
that being a. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What is your? I don't know if you guys are sneakerheads or anything like that, but what is your favorite golf shoe to wear right now, and one that you wish you had? So I don't know if you guys are Jordan sneaker guys or anything like that, but you guys
Am I
have a
still
golf
answering?
shoe.
Still you.
Yeah, we still got you going.
All
there,
right.
buddy.
I honestly, I think the pair of shoes I wear right now is a pair of Brooks shoes my wife bought me. So if
There
that
you
tells you
go.
anything about my style outside of polos,
Is it like a ghost or an adrenaline or something?
no.
Damn.
Not that fancy.
Okay. Early morning golf or twilight golf?
Early. I love that dew on the course.
I like that answer. What is your favorite club in the bag right now?
Probably my 56. Only because I could sit in my backyard and chip balls all day, and it's the only club I'm decent at. So
Sure.
yeah, probably
That's been my
Ask his
normally my
neighbor how he
50.
feels about that.
What's that?
Ask his neighbor how he feels about that.
Yeah, they would disagree about that, right? They,
yeah.
His neighbor with the new
Broken
windows. Yeah.
Yeah. Who is your favorite golfer? Could be a future or a previous golfer or a current PGA, live, whatever.
I mean, I know it's cliche, but Tiger. I mean, I just remember as a kid just constantly watching those tournaments and just how amazing it was.
I think Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, and maybe I'm trying to think of maybe one other athlete that there aren't too many people that you would turn the TV on to watch, even if it's
Okay,
not against
yeah.
one of your favorite teams. I feel like Tiger and Michael Jordan are probably the two that come to my mind.
Barry Bonds.
But
Dude, it's
Pre or
Dinger.
post?
The 1 year.
please?
Is there a pre?
Yeah, maybe not. You're right.
Dude, it's Dinger.
bucket list golf course that you'd like to play.
Oh boy.
There's a very easy answer. Do not pick the very easy answer.
I'll give it away. Do not pick Augusta
Yeah,
National.
everybody picks Augusta.
Oh no, I wasn't honestly even thinking it. Maybe because it's just not in the realm of
Attainable.
possibility.
Yeah.
Pebble Beach would be amazing. Man, Spyglass.
Yeah, I like that. I've heard that one is the better course out on Pebble Beach Resort there.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
That's what we've been told.
That's what we've been told.
That's what we've been
yes.
told.
Favorite golf course that you have played? Could be anywhere.
I would probably say Whistling Straits. Just because I've gotten to play it once, and just it was a beautiful day. Wind was relatively calm. It was sunny. It was beautiful.
an extremely difficult course, I'd imagine, correct?
Yeah, it was. The weather conditions were great. I actually had 11 putts on the front nine.
Really? That's
Yeah, I
very
mean,
good.
we're not going to talk about how many shots it took me to get close to the green or I chipped it close enough to putt.
That's
But
just on that
it
number.
really did. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
well. That's awesome. PGA or Live?
PGA. I'm old school. Yeah, I think, I don't know. I think those golfers are going to underperform in their life now. They just are not going to have as much to play for.
What about that college kid who just left?
Oh yeah, I just seen that.
Yeah, because
Top
now
recruited college kid.
Yeah, there's a college
Really?
kid who's skipping his senior year of college at Arizona or wherever.
Arizona State, I believe.
He's gonna go play and live
And get
Because
$12 million. Wow.
because all
Yeah.
of a sudden he's getting more competition than he will on the Corn Ferry or in college. You know, now he's playing against Dustin Johnson, Cam Smith.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
What's his name? Neiman.
Yeah, and apparently there's a rumor talking about that there was another top 10 golfer that's supposed to be signing in the next week or two. But
Really?
we'll see. Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Yes. Wow.
Dom, do you want to ask the rapid fire questions to somebody? Or you want me to just keep rocking them?
Let's give it a shot.
All right.
Who wants to go next?
Got Joe.
Joe, make it happen.
So you've had time to
Yeah, you get a
sit
little
down and
advantage.
marinate.
He wrote down his answers, I think. I saw him.
Got him on his hand. I can see it.
Yeah, Joe's my kind of guy. So we doing pants or shorts?
Shorts,
Attaboy. Hat, bucket, or none?
hat. This one right here.
That's
Flat
a sick
brim.
hat.
That is a really cool hat. I like that.
Those are what's underneath it.
Just our logo too.
Okay.
Okay,
It's kind of
good.
the design with all the hats. Anything that's here is under here. It kind of helps us be unique, stand out too.
I like it. I would be a little upset if it was like Wisconsin underneath it because I won't buy it.
We've got some with that for you. We'll get you one.
No.
I'll send you one. We'll wear 'em on all the
No.
podcasts moving forward.
No. What driver are you currently gaming?
Titleist TS3, I think it is.
Ooh. Have we had anybody on who hits Titleist?
No, but if one of you two hit a hole in one, you guys are gonna get a nice driver.
That's
Yeah.
true.
They're not getting a driver because that ain't happening.
You don't got to worry
You're doing
about
like
that.
a putter.
Yeah.
So you kind of had a hot take with the taco place. What's your favorite taco place?
Oh man, you already took Taco Bell. There's
Because I'm with Scott. Like I fucking love Taco Bell, and like
Yeah.
Nelson knows it from Tacos Out There, and he understands it. But
I heard
like,
that. I heard that discussion.
I honestly don't think I've ever actually had a taco from Taco Bell without preemptively having at least 6 or 7 beers. So I can't really. It's not like a fair. I mean,
It's
I
the
know those
best
guys
kind of
are
taco.
breakfast guys at Taco Bell. So Los, I think it's called Los Tacoritos here.
That sounds good.
it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty
Do
good.
you guys have a Fuzzies?
No,
Fuzzy's tacos. No.
Ooh,
Those are
Fuzzies
pretty
is
good.
pretty bomb.
Yeah.
We'll skip the golf shoe just because it sounds kind of dumb.
I'm glad because I would have went New Balance, and that ages
You know what I
me.
mean?
Hey,
Skechers.
you answered it for us. Appreciate it. Still answered it.
You Twilight or early morning?
Early morning for sure.
Great.
No,
That's so wrong. No,
I love, early morning is my favorite.
I just
love
like.
Twilight,
I'm
but-
just,
Got to be early morning.
I'm not
I
a
don't
morning
go,
person.
you go Twilight and then all of a sudden you're waiting 15 minutes a hole and it's like my game isn't good enough as is. If there's a
What do you do the rest of your day though?
That's the
Wow.
beauty of it. You have the whole rest of the day to do whatever the hell you want.
Agreed.
I mean, Kyle has to go in the morning, otherwise his wife wouldn't let him. So
Oh, she's gonna listen to this. Be careful.
I thought this
We'll
was
edit
supposed to
that
be
out.
open forum.
I'll edit that out too. Good. Thanks, guys.
I don't
A
know.
lot of editing
The
going on.
joke's on you. I don't know how to edit. What's your current favorite club?
8-iron.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's usually the most consistent. Actually, towards the end of the season, I'd say my 52 is pretty consistent. But when you hit a flush 8-iron, in my opinion, there's nothing better. Obviously, when you smoke a driver, that's great, but that's few and far between. But
I love
Yeah.
those answers because that's probably my two choices. Normally, I'm an 8-iron guy, but my 52 has been pretty dialed in. So,
So I know nobody's asked me. I know nobody really cares. I love my 60 and my putter.
60
that's-
degree. You're brave.
Ooh,
those are the only two clubs he carries. He doesn't even have a bag.
yep.
One in each
The
hand.
beauty of it is you can skull a 60 like 400 yards.
Oh, I've done
We-
that from 10 years.
Or or you can flop it for like 2. And you're like, this is the beauty of a 60-degree club.
Versatility.
Exactly.
He's got one of these like things like a sword bag where he just pulls up to the tee and just.
We need
The
to
best
golf with
part
you guys.
is-
I think it'd go well if we golf together.
Yeah.
We'll do a
Absolutely.
five
Yeah,
some
you
like
guys are-
Ditka.
It's
You
like
guys are
four-
coming for next year's Founders Cup.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
God.
We'd love to. Absolutely, be a blast.
Favorite golfer?
Yeah, I got to go Tiger too. That
Gross.
2019 Masters, there was, I remember where I was 2005 in my dorm room with one of my buddies watching that chip on, what was that, 16? And that was like electric. But then him following up with everything that happened over the course of the next 15 years to come back and win that, in my opinion, there hasn't been a better sports moment. You know, you asked a question earlier about like Aaron Rodgers as a person. You could ask the same question about Tiger, but whatever he did in the past is completely forgiven because he's amazing on the golf course. I don't care what people say.
I would say that it probably is one of the best sporting moments, though, that Masters win. Like all the adversity he's gone through. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, love or hate whatever he does on and off the golf course. But as a golfer, just watching him, I mean, he moves the needle. He is the needle in golf, in my opinion. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, not to like make you guys feel old. In 2005, I was 8. Did not care about golf, so I'm not a big Tiger guy because of it. And whenever somebody talks about his greatness, and it just makes me wish I was older. That's one of the few times I wish I was older, just so like I could like see it firsthand and appreciate it. But I think just because of that, I'm like just not a big Tiger guy. Like I grew up watching like Bubba. Like Bubba's creativity to me is not matched by anybody.
That Masters win that he had, that one shot
Out of the
best shots.
like that hook is unreal. But like even just like he's like, yeah, hand me driver off the deck, and you're just like, he's gonna hit driver off the deck and it's gonna work.
Yep.
Like there's just something about his game that I think probably why I play really goofy.
He's self-taught too, right? But
Yeah.
I think I don't think he really had a coach or anything. So
I was going to ask you that question, and I'm guessing, is Bubba your answer?
For me, it's Bubba. Yeah, like
a good answer.
Yeah, we kind of play like Bubba. We never hit straight shots either.
That's
I don't either.
We're just trying to.
I've got like a gnarly slice.
It's a common thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Just like I wish I was a big Tiger guy, but like I don't know. Like there's nothing wrong with Tiger.
Might get you. It's just a little bit out of the age.
Yeah.
The time.
Yeah. It's like I think Michael Jordan's like the greatest of all time. Like I understand that, but again, I'm not old enough to like really know it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because when I was young, he was on the Wizards.
Oh, you are young.
I had a Wizards jersey.
Oh,
I had a Wizard Jordan jersey.
it's probably worth money.
God, if I still had it, I don't know. I was little. Okay, back to
the rapid
topic.
fire
Yeah.
questions turned into
a favorite
Joe's
golfer.
fault.
separate.
Yeah. So, of all the courses you played, what's your favorite?
I second Scott. Whistling Straits. Just to be able to golf that course is like, it's amazing.
It looks
You can-
unreal.
I remember playing driver and hitting it perfectly, but if you don't pick a spot and hit it within, I don't know, 20-yard air, it's down in the rocks by the water. But yeah, you could go there and golf 120 and be like ecstatic about it.
No, I bet. And it probably depends, like you said, Scott, earlier, like the weather. If the weather's like is in good condition, it's going to help you a lot. But is it semi-private or is it fully public? Or how does that work? Do you know? It is public.
It's
Okay.
fully
It's
public,
private
yeah.
in the sense that the price squeezes a lot of the public out of it.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't think they had an open tee time this year. Maybe just kind of spotty here and there, but after the Ryder Cup, I'm pretty sure they were booked.
Sure.
Sure.
Maybe in
Makes sense.
November. Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
say an underrated course though is in Saukville, the Bog. I really like that. I've never played, well, with the exception of Whistling Straits, playing those greens in the condition that I played. You know, you could play the local course that we play is Ledgeview, but because it's on a ledge, it looks like it's breaking right, but it'll always break towards the ledge. So at the Bog, when you play greens that are super fast and true, it's nice because it's tough, but at least you know when you read a green, you're going to put it and it's going to go where it's going to go, where it should go.
Sure.
I don't know why I've heard of the Bog, but I've heard of it. I don't know who or why I know that.
Is it in the Green Bay area? Where is that located?
An hour from Green Bay?
Yeah, it's like north of Milwaukee, Saukville.
Gotcha.
And then bucket list course,
Oh man,
just minus Augusta.
If there was a crowd there too, it would have to be TPC Scottsdale 16 there. You know, but
Yep.
I would throw my own beer.
Yeah, I feel like the one course I want to play just because the 17 is TPC Sawgrass.
Mm-hmm.
I just would love to see how many shots it would take to just get on the green.
I've said it multiple times, but that's my favorite course on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
TPC Sawgrass.
I love like if I could, like, that's one course I would love to play just to watch myself struggle to get on 17. But then like that moment you get on, like it's got to just be like euphoric, right?
Oh yeah.
Like
Especially if you could do it on the first swing and be like, I'm done.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it
Yeah,
first swing.
60 degree. Yeah.
I'm for sure hitting it short.
Yeah, you're
Or
taking
I'm
a putter off the
sculling
tee.
it. Yeah.
I will say the 16 on TPC Scottsdale. It is. I've played it, and it is crazy looking without the stands. Like you would probably not even notice it. So I would like to play it with the stands as well with fans. That would be crazy. I did par that hole. That was like my only goal. I just wanted to par it or birdie it, and
The rest don't matter.
the rest didn't matter. Yeah, exactly.
So final question: you rocking with the PGA or Live?
Or both.
PGA. I'll be honest. The Live is coming to Chicago and actually next week.
This
Yeah.
week right now. This
Yeah.
weekend.
Is it this week or is it next weekend? Either way, it'd be interesting to see it. I mean, there's obviously something there that it's drawing these players to it, and the response from the PGA suggests that it's more of a threat than I think they originally anticipated. But I'm old school. You saw Tiger do what he did for the PGA. Maybe it's good for golf, but when you have like Bryson, I never used to care too much for him, but he's like the only guy that was honest, is like, it's a shitload of money and I only have to play 12 tournaments a year.
I think Pat Perez said that too.
Yeah, Perez said that. Too.
Pat Perez was like, dude, I'm getting paid. And I was like, hell yeah.
If they could be honest with it, but they're like, oh, I'm going to grow the game of golf. Bullshit, you're going to grow the game of golf. You just want to collect an easy check, and which I don't blame them. If I was good at golf, I'd probably take that route.
Oh, Joe would be on the Live. Joe keeps calling the Live to see if he can join. Yeah.
Greg,
Who is this Joe guy?
2 years running.
I would take like
Joe Moretti.
I would take like a 15th of it just to be on tour.
yeah.
I think he's sick.
caddy for Alec Ogletree just to collect a check. I think he's off.
Hit it straight, Alec.
Kyle. Okay, so you kind of had plenty of time to think about these
I think I've
questions.
prepped answers, but I have not. So we'll see how this
All right.
goes.
Oh, you've been busy chirping the other two.
Let's
Oh, I
fire
know.
away here. We got pants or shorts,
Shorts.
hat, bucket hat, or no hat.
I have a size 8 head. So before these two make fun of me that I can't wear hats, I cannot wear hats.
Huge head.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, I'm not even standing close to the camera. I'm like 10 feet away. You can't tell.
Ask him to do a math trick. That's
No. See, there is some blessings to the big head, but no hat.
Okay.
Give your own orbit too.
What driver is in your bag? Man, he's grilling you.
It is a 2005 Sumo, the big square one. The head is cracked and it's about to fall off at any moment. I've had a backup driver in my bag illegally for like a year and a half, but I will not hit it. I will hit that Sumo until the freaking head flies across the course. So that's the plan.
Is that going to be like one of those clubs that you like tuck away? Like is
Oh, my son's getting that for his 16th birthday.
Yeah.
Like, here you go, buddy. I love you. Here's a
Sweet
Sumo.
16. This means a lot to me. You're getting a car. You're going to get this old driver that
This
dad's
is worth
driver.
more than a car, son. Yeah. Your Uncle Joe hit a hole in one with this club.
So then it would be a gift from me then, really.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. All right.
You should sign it and then give it.
There you go. Yeah. No need for a birthday card. You just sign it right on.
If I sign it, it might break. You got to be gentle with that thing.
Well,
Very careful.
like if Joe signs it and he makes a live, it's worth some money.
That's true.
Joe thinks he really is going to make the Live. You guys think this is a joke, but you don't know Joe.
I got
Right
Greg
after we get
Norman.
the podcast, he's going to submit his
He's DMing
application.
Greg right now. Yeah.
Hey, I know you probably didn't get this message, but
Yeah.
do you have a favorite taco place?
God, I mean, Taco Bell's my honest answer, but I'm going to lie and say something classier. There was a place.
Midwest answer.
Yeah, there was a place in Madison called Habaneros, like tacos that weighed like a half pound. So much like grease, you'd eat them, it would just like fall apart, but it was unbelievable. Habaneros in Madison. That's what I'm going with. Corn shells. Oh,
I'm a little surprised by all three answers because Chipotle has tacos. And
Yeah, but who goes there and gets a taco?
well, people
It's
do.
true.
I mean, that's
I might
a good
now.
point. But Chipotle has some quality food, so you'd think like I thought maybe one of you might have mentioned it, but
I've had tacos from Chipotle.
was it okay?
We're going Taco Bell. Yeah.
Well, I only order the taco like if they have like a new meat I want to try.
Okay, because for a second you just said who orders tacos from Chipotle, and apparently it's
I'll get a single taco, but then I'll get like my burrito.
I got you. I got you.
'Cause what if-
quesadillas are really good there.
Because what if I get like a whole burrito of something new and it's ass?
That's true. So you kind of test it out with the small taco.
Yeah, because then I'm
You're
only
going
out
with
like
the burrito, so it's like your
$3.
guinea pig.
Yeah,
And you don't got to eat 3 pounds of it in a burrito.
exactly.
All right,
That's true.
I like it. I'm gonna skip the golf shoe thing because I know Jordan ones are your favorite, so we don't even have to go.
That's actually accurate. Yeah.
yeah. Well, there we go. All right, that's
I
kind of
do.
creepy.
I do not have any, but that would be my answer. So
All right,
yes,
I like it.
that's true.
Early morning golf or twilight golf?
Early morning, Scott and I golfed around last year where we played the 3 first holes in pitch black dark because they told us it opened at 5 a.m. Scott, some
Yeah.
obnoxious time, and we
Yeah.
went there. It was not open, but we just golfed the first couple holes in pitch black. But then we were home at like 8:30. Sorry, Dom, but it was amazing. Yeah, good.
Go back and take a nap.
No.
Literally could sleep
was
for a couple
good.
hours.
It was.
Yeah.
I like that. What is your favorite club in your bag right now besides your driver? It's like
Answer?
a 2-piece driver.
I mean,
That club almost is always-
I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah, we gotta see.
I mean,
that.
probably just a 9-iron. I feel like I could probably golf a whole round with my 9-iron and score better than with all my clubs. So I'm gonna go
There
9-iron.
we go. Dom could bring his 16 putter. You can bring your 9-iron putter, and then we can figure it out from there.
The one club challenge. Yeah,
one
that'll be
club
good.
challenge. I like it.
I've always wanted to see what I would score with one club versus all my clubs.
79. I'd probably.
Joe and I did it.
Hell no.
Joe and I played 45 holes one day, and the last 9 we just played with our 9, and I think we golfed 44, 45. Like
Yeah.
better than we had earlier in the day. So
That's impressive. But that might be something we'll have to do. Border challenge.
we're talking.
Quarter battle, one club.
We got to get a third person then.
You could get a third person.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Kevin Garnett.
KG. Yeah.
He just yell at you.
Farm might be busy, but I don't know if not.
It might be.
KG'd be the play because he would intimidate the you three, and then
Yeah,
you'd get
he
all
has no
scared.
A little bit of an advantage.
Yeah.
All 7'11" of them.
Favorite golfer.
What's that?
Favorite golfer
Favorite golfer? I mean,
besides
Okay.
Joe from Live.
I mean, he would be my
You
favorite.
could say it, Kyle.
golfer.
You could say it.
Joe for sure, favorite golfer. You've never seen rage till you've golfed with Joe. And he
I've
pulls
gotten
a
better.
driver. Well, better from that bad is not better. I mean, Tiger. It's boring, but it just is. Like that's why I think we probably started golfing. It's just Tiger.
And favorite golf course that you've played.
I've not played Whistling Straits like those guys. I'd probably say University Ridge in Madison. When I lived down there, you could golf it for I think like $40 as a student, and it's like a top 10 course in the state. It's fantastic. It's where the Badgers play. Just awesome course.
Very cool. What was it called again? I'm sorry. What?
University Ridge.
University Ridge. Okay. And then what's a bucket list course that you'd like to play?
St. Andrews.
St. Andrews. Ooh,
I golf 180, but it would be unbelievable.
That is the only links course I'm remotely interested in.
Golf.
the home of golf, baby. I love it.
You just smashing sumos down the fairway. It'd be amazing.
And then,
Hitting it over
and
the
then,
hotel.
and then before you know it, sumo heads over the fairway.
Yeah. In the creek.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
there. You know,
PGA or live or both?
just PGA. I just want to see the best against the best. I don't even really, I get the money part. Just want the best competition. So PGA.
Sure. So we normally ask our podcast guests what their all-time favorite meal is. It could be a homemade meal or it could be a restaurant that you guys like. So I'd like to get, I know Scott, it's been a while. We're going back to you, but what would be your favorite meal? Said homemade or favorite restaurant? What would it be?
Oh boy. I'll go out there a little bit. Spare ribs and sauerkraut. Maybe some homemade dumplings and gravy. And
Interesting.
I love
all that
sauerkraut.
together. Sauerkraut and dumplings and gravy. And
Wisconsin answer.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with.
I like
I
it.
love it's underrated.
It is.
Joe, what do you got there, bud?
Probably is pretty cliche, but a big old fatty ribeye with some potatoes.
That
I
does
could eat
sound
that.
good.
Anyway.
I was
I like
gonna
that.
say a grizzly.
Yeah.
And then a grizzly for
After
dessert.
dinner mint, you know.
Pre-grizz. That's true. I'm going with, there was this obscure supper club near Manitowoc that had this chicken cordon bleu thing. See how I said bleu? So it's very fancy. It was unbelievable. I used to go there every time with my parents when I'd go home from college. Supper club. So you're horribly full before the meal even came.
Yep.
And then got to eat that. So it was fantastic. Cordon bleu. I think it was called Willows. It was called Willows was the name of the supper club.
I like it. All three had different
I'm
answers.
starving.
Those are good answers. I
I'm
like
going
that.
to Chipotle from here. I hope it's open.
Going to get a taco and a burrito. Don, we might have just
That's right.
created something right there. I like
Well,
that.
like they always introduce something new, and I'm like, God, that sounds good.
Speaking of that, I think they just introduced something today. I just got
See, so I'll have to get a taco and try it.
You knew.
So I think for me, my answer to this question always changes.
Depending on what we answer and makes you hungry for. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. I know obviously we're starting to get to know Nelson from Tacos at the Turn really well. And like half of his Instagram is just tacos, and then the other half is golf. Wherever the hell this place is,
It's hard to see.
I don't
Oh
care.
yeah. No, it's good.
That's what I want. So like Nelson, I know you're gonna listen.
Yeah, those tacos are
The
those are good.
tacos you posted 12 hours ago on 9/13/22. That's what I want.
Put it in the record books.
Yeah,
Oh wait, it's Joey's Tacos.
Joey's Tacos is the place. Yeah, I would probably have to say tacos as well. There's nothing better than authentic tacos. That's my go-to. So I would have to agree.
You can't go
Street
wrong.
taco, like if you go to like a good, which look like those authentic tacos, but like a good street
You know
taco,
who
like
has really
taco
good-
truck somewhere. That's
You
those are
know who
tasty.
has like really good street tacos? It's probably a hot take, but like the Costco.
Never had.
You can get like a
Ooh,
platter.
Oh
of
yeah,
them.
I've had that.
Those are bomb. Yeah, there's like an avocado ranch, salsa, and then you can like build your
Yeah.
own on like a corn tortilla. It's like a platter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you take it home,
It's
you
good.
warm up the chicken on like the stove.
Whenever I think of Costco, I think of a slice of pizza or a hot dog.
Also good.
Well, yeah, but this is like a take-home meal.
No, I know, but
like their Alfredo.
Gotcha.
Those are pretty good. I could knock it. Oh,
Well, fellas, we appreciate you taking the time, and
we're not done yet.
Oh, we're not done yet.
Vikings.
Oh yeah, we're
I
not
thought
done.
you were gonna skip it. Damn.
Thanks,
it.
Dom. I did it on
So excited.
purpose. I made it like remix. Okay, so
So you guys, so we're not a football podcast. So if you're not interested in football, tune out now.
Click. Yeah.
I told Derek I wasn't going to talk shit to you guys, but Kyle kept talking shit. So here we are. Also, the Packers were talking shit. Got punched in the mouth.
they did.
It was beautiful.
Can I talk
guys
more?
signed- Hold on,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
talk
done
more
yet.
shit.
No,
Okay,
no,
go
I'm
ahead.
not done yet.
Okay, go.
You guys signed Aaron Rodgers instead of the second best wide receiver in football. The second best wide receiver in football had more receiving yards than your entire team, and more catches, I think.
Yeah, what's your guys' take on the Devontae Adams departure?
The
They
rumor
wanted to
is,
sign him. They
yeah,
offered him
we
money.
offered him. Yeah,
He
this
just
guy,
didn't want to be here.
we offered him the same amount of money.
Yeah.
And he just didn't. He wanted to go play with his boy Derek Carr. But
I would.
That's
too.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Well,
warm and big.
Did you guys though get the vibe though? Honestly, I mean, the game could have definitely changed. Obviously, if the guy wouldn't have dropped that wide.
if Watson catches the first ball of his career, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, that would have obviously changed the game. There's a lot of plays that could have changed different things, but in any case, though, did it not look though that they kind of came out super flat? I know it's the first game of the year, but it almost looked like we were talking about beforehand. Like, I don't know if it looked like the Vikings played a really good game. I think they did offensively for the first half, but it also looked like the Packers just didn't want to be there. And I don't know if you guys kind of got that vibe as well.
Yeah, agreed. And it was actually better than last year. Last year, the first game against the Saints was beyond pathetic. So I am not nervous whatsoever. And I do believe that the Packers will still win the North. I mean,
that's the confidence we need.
Yeah, I mean, I really do. I don't even know if it's going to be that close, to be honest.
Really?
The only thing I'm nervous about for you guys
It's a hot take.
is like your number 2 is like old ass Randall Cobb.
Well, in the he was out.
Lazard was out.
Lazard's, yeah, he was
Lazard,
out.
our number 1
He should
was
be
out.
back though, right? He's kind of just he's better
So,
like foot injury,
ankle sprain.
Yeah,
I mean, like I told Kyle, I think AJ Dillon's a stud.
he's
AJ Dillon's
dude's a bowling ball.
Yeah.
Dude's a bowling ball with arms and legs.
And he's a lifer. He loves Green Bay.
Yeah.
Like married a woman from Green Bay, bought a house in Door County. I'm making up like 50% of this is what I heard on the rumor mill.
He's not
But-
even married.
Yeah, I think
He's a
here
good
for
dude.
life, which
Yeah,
is
local
awesome.
high school. He goes to the basketball games sometimes and cheers with
Yeah.
the students. And I agree with Kyle.
He's a fan favorite for sure.
I saw an interesting video where he's big into like trading, like,
Oh yeah, he's
Like-
cards.
like football
He's
cards? but he gets them like hand signed by like the opponents and like by the Green Bay players. So he has the best AJ Dillon cards in the world
Instead of
because
doing
he hand
jerseys,
signed them.
he just straight
That's
up
just a smart investment. He's a genius.
That's what they were saying. I was like, that is genius. And I was like, God.
Joe,
You
start
play
signing
well.
your live golf cards.
Yeah.
That's right.
So who do you guys play next week?
Bears night game, Sunday night Bears.
Okay, so you guys Sunday night, and then we got Monday night against
Philly.
So yeah, that'll be an interesting game. But
Mhm.
I definitely do think that it was huge having the Packers come to Minnesota. I mean, I don't know, it's so hard to play in Lambeau. So I'm glad we got the W out of the way. But
I will say I was there. Your stadium's awesome. I will say
Yeah.
that I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud, and I'm going to take it back. The
Good, turn
skull
the
thing is
volume up.
pretty
We're-
cool.
we're gonna
the
clip it.
the horn thing is pretty cool. It makes me freaking
Kyle, we
crazy.
already got invited to their podcast.
I'm
What
just
are you doing?
want to be really honest with them because they've been
Keep it
real
going.
nice to us.
Yeah.
It is
No,
cool.
I think the Vikings are a good team. I do. I
Yeah.
think they're a good team. I really
Justin
do.
Jefferson's got a real future in this league. So yeah,
he thinks he's going to leave. There's no way we're going to leave. We don't have a lot of money, but there's no way we're going to let him leave. He's the franchise.
I was going to say you can't let him go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a beast.
I can see him because like we have so much money wrapped up in like useless shit. Like we're paying Harrison Smith until he's 40.
Oh God,
Like,
he is good.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
a Bobby
like,
Bonilla contract?
Yeah. No, it's like
Second closest.
it's like a lot of money too. And it was like Spielman's last big thing. And I was like, you are stupid. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Harrison Smith right now worth every penny.
He's a stud.
Like,
He's a stud.
like worth every penny. Harrison Smith at 38, 39, 40. I don't know.
Not so much.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I told him, I think Justin Jefferson has the potential to be the next Randy Moss, if not better, if he stays with the Vikings and can stay healthy. Because
I'll say like the players in my life I remember being just horrified of were when I was a young kid, Barry Sanders, which I didn't even really understand football, but I was just
loved
terrified.
him.
And then Randy Moss was terrifying for those like 5 years. And I haven't felt that way about anybody until seeing Justin Jefferson these last 2 years in person. That was awful. So
Yeah.
not looking forward to that again. But
Well,
we'll
they
see.
said you guys do have arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So that is the nice thing that you guys have. It's hard to count him out. And that's what we were talking about earlier. It was like last year, the first Vikings Packers game that I've been to. And it was like we were up 13, 14 points. And then it literally took a minute and 30 seconds for you guys to run down there and tie the game up. And then we walked it off with a field goal. But still, it's like,
I saw a theory, and I haven't told you about this, but like I want to kind of talk about it. I saw a theory that Aaron Rodgers wants to have less weapons, so he seems like he's better. Because all of a sudden,
Go away.
No,
Go away
I was
with
just
that
I don't
theory.
think that.
hear me out. Because all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, he's got arguably the best safety net in the NFL to throw to in Devontae Adams. Oh yeah, he's gonna win because he got Devontae. All of a sudden now he wins without Devontae. He looks like a god.
I think
He won it with Romeo Dobbs.
I was going to say, I already think people already think that, especially in Wisconsin.
I think if Aaron Rodgers was with Truth Serum and they asked, "Do you want Devontae Adams back?" He will tell you, "Hell yes, tomorrow."
100%. Yeah.
Oh, everybody would. Any team would want Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a decent wide receiver that you drafted though?
Two of them.
Christian Watson, the guy who
And
dropped
Romeo
that first
Doubs.
pass.
But
and
he's
Romeo
supposed to be
Doubs.
he's supposed to be a stud though.
Yeah. Rough first play, but you
Yeah.
know,
But he's got a lot of jitter. Yeah, I'd
Yeah, I
imagine
can
there's a lot
imagine.
going on. Yeah, so but like I said, I think that was
I'm in the camp that
oh go ahead.
yeah, I'm in the camp that the first game is not a very good indication, but I'm in the camp that the Packers are going to be better without Devontae, because at least come postseason times, because you could see how reliant that relationship between Rodgers and Devontae was, where they had a good game plan, came out, that first drive against the Niners looked like they were cruising to the NFC Championship, and then it was just straight Devontae all day. And I'm a big Lazard fan. I think as long as he could stay healthy, he's on a 1-year contract. He's going to beast out. And those kids, I mean, shit, they've had 4 weeks together in training camp. They'll develop. And I mean, they have to. When you look back to Devontae, his first 2 seasons, he was like, oh, what did they do drafting him in the second round? And now look at him. So,
But
Yeah,
you could
he used to
also
I like that take.
you can also flip it on what you just said, where they relied so much on Devontae. Why don't you think, what makes you think that they're not going to rely heavily on Lazard, and then it's going to be the same game plan over and over?
I guess,
We're gonna have to edit that out. Yeah, I don't like that.
No.
We're gonna have to edit that
This is my one good football take. I'm not a big football guy unless it's my Niners or my Vikings. Everything you just said, you're yeah, I could see him spreading the ball out, but then it's well, if you're waiting on Lazard to come back, yeah, you're going to rely heavily on Lazard. I'm not scared of Alan Lazard like I am Devontae Adams.
what do you think about Tunyon?
Onion.
Tanya's a beast.
He's good.
Like a really good tight end.
He was
Got
hurt.
really good
He was
chemistry
hurt a
with
good
Rodgers.
chunk of last year. Yeah, he'll be good.
I hated seeing him go down with his ACL, just because that's a brutal thing, especially since he seems like a good dude. I don't know.
And Rodgers seems to love him, like you said, Bill. Yeah.
Yeah, Robert, he wrote one of those articles for The Athletic. Robert Tunyon. It was one of those tearjerker type ones that was really, really good.
It's good.
So we'll have to have you guys on the next podcast when we're we're playing against each other down the road
In the NFC Championship game.
Exactly.
we should do it.
yeah.
Let's just
That
do
would
a
be cool.
live. Let's do a live podcast from Lambeau.
Now we're talking.
I like
We'll
it.
make some
Get press
calls.
passes.
Yeah.
From Lambeau or from US Bank? Which one would that?
Well, the
Probably
next one would
Lambeau.
be in Lambeau.
I
Yeah.
know I was talking about if it's in the NFC Championship, though, it'll depend on the
Ooh.
Probably.
Ooh, well played.
right.
Well
That's what I
played.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well played.
that's kind of where I was going with
It'd
it.
be warmer here
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it'd be inside.
Right.
Exactly.
It's a good point.
But
That's a good
but fellas, no, thanks a lot for taking the time. I said we'll put your link on our Instagram, post on our story. Said I'm personally wearing the freshwater polo and I love it. I love the fit and keep up the great work. And we're excited to have you guys back on down the road.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the time.
And good luck on the golf season and good luck on the NFL season.
Also,
Thank
before we head out, for our Minnesota listeners, I don't think we touched on it.
Oh,
You're doing Minnesota stuff.
I think eventually. We don't know when. We'll see.
Okay.
We've like we said, we've got 1,000 designs made up, and I got this loon idea in my head, LUNE now. So I think at some point, everything we've said about Wisconsin, love of golf, love of state, holds for you nice gentlemen in Minnesota as well. So we'll be getting there soon.
Well, you could turn into a love of the Midwest,
there we go.
just not Ohio.
Just
Yeah,
Yeah. That's not the Midwest.
I'll choose my words
Yeah.
carefully, but yeah, that sounds good.
I can say that because I know I'm going to get a DM
Yeah.
Friday.
You said it.
Thanks
not
again,
us.
fellas. It was a blast. Appreciate it. Nice meeting you guys.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. Thanks a lot.